pre-record going out first, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we rejoin the action. Paul Grayson here, former England fly half. I'm joined by Neil Hatley.
Good afternoon, Paul.
How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you.
Exciting bit of play there. Try ruled out, though. Defensive scrum to Team Greenwood. They've started at a rare old pace, Hats. How long do you reckon they'll keep it up?
I think looking at it here, I'd say got about another 5 or 10 minutes in us, at that sort of pace, and then it'll have to sort of tone itself down, definitely.
natural attrition will dictate, won't it? It's a
Yeah,
bit cooler than it was earlier on, actually, when the sun was out. It's a bit of cloud cover, so ideal playing condition. Strong carry from the number 8 off the base of the scrum. Handy counter ruck and pressure on from Team Alfonsi, who'll be looking to level up after the women's team, which Team Greenwood won.
Yep, trying to get this, obviously get one back is a great kick, relieving a lot of pressure from deep inside his in-goal area, getting out to the 10-metre line. So be looking now to attack again.
This is always a test, isn't it, of a scratch team who've had 2 training sessions together, come up with a line out that functions, and then get everybody. You look at the socks, the amount of different clubs that are playing, and then try and get everybody on the same page. Anything could happen.
Especially if it's a lineup being coached by Will Greenwood, so you're never quite sure what could happen there.
He does look like a junior club second row, Greenwood, these days. That's a pretty well organised drive, though.
It is, yep. Team Alfonsi, really impressive drive. Just encroaching now onto the edge of the 22.
Ooh, thought the referee might have had his arm out there, but the ball was out the back. Lovely play. Almost got the ball to the wide outside. There was space. Fly half just turned back on the inside. Keep your eyes open for Team Alfonsi, number 9. He's got some good skills.
Yeah, great tackle, recovery, back onto the ball.
It was a wobbly old kick, but they've somehow managed to get a penalty out of it.
Actually worked out all right, straight up and down. And then, like you say, managed to get some jackal pressure on the floor and win the penalty.
There's Lee Cash, number 9 for Team Greenwood. As I say, number 9 on Team Alfonsi. Josh Purnell is one to watch out for. He's got a bullet pass. He's really sharp around the base. He'll be looking for some tired forwards in a few minutes, I think.
Big carry straight off first phase, come back on an 11 pattern.
John Woodhead, number 8 for Team Greenwood in white. He is a sizey character. Huge carry off the set piece there. Here he comes again. There he is, the big man, just about held onto his shorts. Lovely step off the right there. There's some space far side now if they can move the ball quickly. Good hit there from fly half Alex Gorn. Took on the hooker and won that contest.
Team Alfonsi being pretty attritional in defence, holding a good line. And being pretty vicious on anything that's coming back on the inside.
Turnover ball, here they go. Whoops. Good ball from Lewis Galley. Pat Phipps, the hooker, presents the ball well. Oh, that was a good strong line. Pass a little bit high and just fractionally behind him. It's a rare old treat for these guys, isn't it, Hats, to get here from obviously through the gift of Natwest and their sponsorship, giving their pitch time up for these grassroots players to come and get a taste of what it's like to be here.
Yeah, it's a fantastic initiative. You know, like you say, for a lot of the players to come out, change in the change rooms here at Twickenham, and then to come out and play. There's lots of family and friends behind us. You know, an unbelievably well organised event, which looks like it's really well supported.
Yeah, and the Rugby Force Invitational, just part of that Rugby Force initiative over the weekend of 22nd and 23rd of June, where anybody who wants to go to their local rugby club and lend their support in any way that they can, whether that's a lick of paint in the changing rooms or helping make a cup of tea, it's all grist to the mill for the grassroots game, which relies on volunteers.
Yeah,
And
like you said, Grace, it's a fantastic way for them to be rewarded. I think as well, being volunteered by the people from around the club, so obviously a lot of unseen work goes in, and people recognise and reward that, and a lot of these players are volunteered through, which is a fantastic way, like you said, for them to show gratitude for the work that the volunteers put in throughout the year.
So here we go, Team Alfonsi on attack. What do you fancy here, Hats?
I'm thinking drive.
Of course you are.
Thinking drive.
Of course you are.
Oh no, it's a decent steal by Team Greenwood, and they're away.
Might be a turnover here though. Harding over the ball. Oh, that's unfortunate. Referee being relatively lenient. Wants the game to stay alive and stay fluid.
Yeah, he gave that every opportunity to come out, didn't he? Lots of pressure on the breakdown. And now a scrum to Team Alfonsi in a great position.
Middle of the field. 25 metres out from goal. Let's see what Team Alfonsi have got. They got one or two pacey backs.
Quick tap and we're off.
That was unfortunate. Nice to see him play away from that scrum. No need for a reset. Go and see if you can score.
Yep, just went straight ahead with the play. It looked like going left. And Team Greenwood under a bit of pressure again. I think Will's definitely going to have to address his set piece at half time.
Nice little dummy drive and breakaway. Temptation is to get a bit route one sometimes, isn't it? Give the ball a little bit of air. Nice reassuring thud to that kick. This Team Green will clear their lines up to the 10 metre.
Off that initial lively burst in the first 2 minutes, it's been Team Alfonsi in terms of territory and possession the last 10 minutes.
Nothing to show on the scoreboard yet though.
No, still scoreless here at Twickenham.
Just short of a ball. It's not quite 82,000 in here today, so no one to throw it back on the far side.
Quadruple movement and then overthrown. Still win a free kick.
Not part of the plan. Yeah, referees penalised them for going up early. Nicely choreographed. And then just a bit of extra adrenaline from the hooker.
Oh, big carry great carry up the middle.
Number 1, Robert Arbuckle. What a magnificently northern name. Oh, unlucky. Good carry up the middle by number 1. Bumped off 2 players, and they've got the numbers here to go right. That's a nice swift pass. Ball in behind, straighten and give, just hit the brakes too early. And then the juggle on the outside. from Harry Milner. Almost created the opportunity for a score. Nice to see Greenwood acting as ball boy and coach. And it is a celebration, this game, and an opportunity for these players to experience the Twickenham turf. You can tell by the look on Greenwood and Alfonsi's faces that they are taking it very seriously.
Good engagement in scrum. Team Greenwood looking to keep it in, probably try and squeeze the penalty.
You could just watch that all day, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. I think with the carrying power they've got at 8, they're probably looking to get that, move that away a little bit quicker, get the big fella off the back of that quick ball, and then look to go wide again.
Nice little right shoulder from the tight head.
Yep, that's exactly what they need there now.
Nicely dealt with. Just takes some skill to pick the ball up at the back of a scrum when it's disintegrating like that. Oh, that's a good kick. That is a good kick. Under pressure, James Wood, I think it was, made some decent yardage there out of his 22. Takes him over halfway line. I think that's just about the first time that Team Greenwood have been past the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, they'll be looking to exert a little bit of pressure on this line and now see if they can turn the ball over. And as you said there, Grace, try and get a little foothold in terms of territory into Maggie Alfonsi's half.
Yep, that's the one, round the back. You can see the space they've half created. There's a good recovery there. Rides the tackle, needs some support for clear out, and they've got numbers both ways.
Short if they come the same way. Oh.
Now I was wondering whether they're going to up the pace there. The ball's too far away for the 9 to get his hands on it and go quick. Ref's already pinged him for offside.
I think if Team Alfonsi had managed to hang on to the ball there, lots of numbers coming right.
Yeah, you do feel that Team Alfonsi in the purple have definitely got the upper hand if they can just be a little bit more accurate behind the scrum, or when the backs get the ball and sense that space. They seem over eager to get the ball wide and they make that little mistake.
Yeah, there's one or two of those loop plays, like you say. Pass has just gone behind, a crucial pass. If those get in front of the play and stick, I think, like you say, that they could start to open him up.
Good throw, quick hands away. Same play, there's the double dummy. The bounce pass catches everyone out. Now they're on the outside. Good carry there from number 11, Matthew Curry. And a nice flip over the top. Counter-rucking, clearly part of the Greenwood message. They're hitting that hard after the ball's won, causing some real problems, and there they're forced to turnover.
There's a great position for Team Alfonsi. Like you say, the counter-ruck causing them all sorts of problems in those wide channels, and they've managed to turn it over and actually win the penalty.
Well, they're 18 minutes in. It's been physical stuff, hasn't it?
It has been. You know, lots of carrying, lots of really good intent. Like you say, just a little bit more accuracy behind. Hopefully we're not far away from the first points.
I've not seen anybody looking towards the bench yet, looking for an early sub.
No, a lot of the players are prowling up and down here, I think, looking to get on. But nobody yet. I shouldn't imagine there'll be much longer before we start to see a few changes getting made.
Nicely done, nice and neat. Good carry there from James Webb. It's got a nice lazy step off his left. You can probably hear the supporters afterwards screaming for that kick to the big number 8. Nice break, 2 steps off the left by Lee Cash, almost up to the line. Held up by Team Alfonsi. Will the referee call tackle or maul? He's gone for the third option, which is penalty.
Coming back, no advantage from the original infringement. Great crossfield kick. Really good work from Team Greenwood number 8. Put a lot of pressure on and set up a great attacking position.
You feel that he's got that status already, hasn't he, as a talisman, just on his physical proportions. John Woodhead, the number 8.
The crowd had spotted him earlier, hanging out here on the wing, and were baying for the cross kick, which duly came. And like you said there, he's made up great room to get there and put the catcher under pressure.
I find it amazing that spectators had spotted him hanging around on the left wing, but nobody from Team Alfonsi had. He's enormous. Nice clean win, good setup. And a tremendous drive. Well, that is the ultimate counter punch. 20 minutes on the back foot, first time in the opposition 22. After the creative play for the crossfield kick, line out technique and drive perfection. Will Greenwood's just wandered over to try and claim that he has prepared his team to maul like that after his many years of experience watching forwards do it. You believe him, Hats?
Absolutely not. I should imagine being at Leicester, he saw that a few times with Neil back at the receiver at the end of those mauls, but I couldn't imagine he's been anywhere near one in his life.
Yeah, lovely setup there. Driving hard forward, then there's a little wrestle for the ball. Not entirely sure who scored that.
Got real quick momentum moving forward and then worked nicely to find the edge, just shifted off just to the right of the original maul, found a soft edge and really worked hard quickly going over.
Now then, kicking a goal at Twickenham, how easy is it? Nice little bit of draw just inside the right post. Beautiful strike, well played that man.
A little bit of rain just starting to fall now.
And there is just a little bit of a whisper of rain in the air. There's 1 or 2 umbrellas go up. Most importantly, one's gone up above us. So we're doing all right.
Yep, umbrellas are in. 7-0 and Team Greenwood straight back onto the attack.
It doesn't matter the level of sport, does it? That momentum shift when you've hammered away and got nothing.
Yeah.
And suddenly the opposition go and make it look so easy to score.
Yep, like you say, being under the pump for large periods. And now I've got space here again on the attack. Dropped it on the toe again, good chase. Players sprinting through. Looking to force the error. Timo
Nice.
Fonzie's done well, carrying that well out.
Yeah,
of
that's a good carry, good
defence.
counter-attack. Bit of room to the left, let the ball go, nicely done. And absolutely nothing wrong with that, doesn't matter what number's on your back, space is space. Good chase and a good hit, ball secured though. Actually, they're warming to their task, aren't they? The quality of this is really good. Playing the ball into space, putting pressure on. Might be a hint of a deliberate knock on there. Not sure any yellow cards will be coming out today, then.
No, I don't think so. I think you're making a genuine effort to tackle there. Chance for one or two of those forwards in Team Greenwood just to catch their breath.
Nice strike. So 24 and a half minutes gone, about 30 minutes each way game. One or two players starting to feel it now.
Dare I say it, they're rolling the big number 8 back out again onto the open side. Maybe looking for another cross kick off this line out.
That's a nice little carry, some good footwork. There's the big number 8 clearing out. Almost. As the referee blows his whistle again, just enough rain in the air to mean that the ball is going to pick up some moisture, so handling might be slightly more awkward. We'll see the odd ball slip away. But both teams have decided that putting a bit of boot to ball is preferable to trying to make all the yardage by carrying it.
Correct, yeah, I think we may see that tactic employed a little bit more now towards the latter stages of the first half and probably into the second half as well. The defences have got up really flat, only one in the backfield. Space is being spotted, like you said earlier, Grace, and they're looking to get to that space as quick as they can.
So Pennell to feed the ball. There's some shenanigans going on at the scrimmage.
Yeah, resets. Team Greenwood looking like they're trying to steal a few inches there on the engage. Good spot by the referee, just resetting that.
Bit of pressure coming on.
Great drive by Team Greenwood there, putting them under the pump. 8's done really well to pick that up, going backwards under pressure, managed to keep hold of the ball.
Oh, that's a strong carry, almost got his arms free. Win the ball and move it, there's some space out here. Oh yes, the show and go. And has he got the toe to get all the way? What a sensational try from Dan Huxley. We said there was space around the corner. One pair of soft hands, Huxley gets onto the ball. Turn of pace to get through the initial gap. And then a bit of wizardry to finish the job off.
Yeah, great. We just outworked Team Greenwood around the corner. Had numbers, as you said there, fantastic show and go. And then obviously put the hammer down. Did really well to outstrip the defence to get there. Great comeback.
Lovely play around the corner there. Ball back into two hands. Perfect technique. A little shimmy to get rid of the last defender. And enough pace to finish the job off. Well played, that man. Simple things done well. So here we are, 7-5, 2 minutes to half time. Alex Gawn. Oh yes, that's a way to use the architecture in off the inside of the left post.
Or count 2.7 all.
Yes, Alex, as a goal kicker, only two things to remember to bring with you: your boots and your tee. He'd actually forgotten his tee, left it at home. So he's borrowed that off someone. But just enough to get it inside that left post and level up the scores. Brilliant try, what a moment that is. For Dan Huxley. Lovely stuff. So the clock on the screen temporarily stopped, but the referee's all over it, blows up for half time. Great first half, finishes 7-all.
Just made it out to the crowd whilst half-time's taking place. Thought I'd say hello to this gentleman here. Sir, what's your name?
Steve Grant.
Nice to see you. And little birdie tells me, well, you actually tells me your son's out there playing.
Yeah, he's playing number 10 for Greenwood.
Incredible. How proud are you to see him out at Twickenham?
It's a very special day to see my son run out on such an important pitch. You think of all the famous players that have run out here, to watch him run out, it's incredible.
It is really special. What team does he play for?
He's playing for Greenwood today, but
No, in general.
yeah, he plays for Avonvale, which is Bath-based.
Hey, I can hear it. Who else here is from Avonvale?
There's a few of them here.
And they're all steady, aren't they?
Yeah, there's 2 Avonvale players here. My son, Steve Grant, and Kieran.
Amazing. Give your son a shout out. What do you want to say to him?
Come on, Boo Man. That's his nickname. Everyone calls him Boo Man.
Top man. Nice one. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Now, just before the second half gets underway, I'm here with 3 gentlemen from Torquay, and I hear there's a few of you out there on the field.
Yeah, there's a few of the boys out there representing Devon and stuff like that. And obviously we've got the better halves over there too. And we got told if we didn't mention them, they're going to yell at us. So we had to do that too. But it's really good that Natwest are thrown on the grassroots rugby. It's really, really good, especially seeing a place like Torquay represented so well.
Fantastic. Who's out there that you know?
So we've got the captain, John Woodhead, big number 8, going around ruining everyone's lives, I think. We've got full front row, Liam Murray, Josh Castleton and Carl Turner, Bertie.
And the fat guy.
The fat guy being number 9, James Wood, who's actually kicking really well, frustratingly. But yeah, no, it's all good.
What's your name, sir?
Luke.
Hello, Luke. One day would you love to play at Twickenham?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like trying to understand about the culture of rugby where you guys are from. It's a rich sport. Is it something you boys play from yay high?
Yeah, no, we started playing when we were about 10 years old, and we've just done it all our lives. I mean, we both used to be really good looking, then we were playing rugby.
What happened?
Oh, mate, it's just all the rugby, you know, tackling with our faces and putting our body in line. But yeah, no, it's spending 80 minutes having a good old battle and then getting drunk afterwards.
You make yourself sound like athletes.
We are athletes, I'm not going to lie, mate.
I mean, I was going to say, he's still holding strong as an athlete. Lads, good luck and lovely to speak to you.
Thank you, mate. Have a good one.
Nice one.
Team Alfonsi obviously making a few changes in the front row. Get an immediate return on that. High fives all round for big number 18. 12-15 metre drive and a scrum resulting in a penalty. Team Alfonsi gets straight back onto the front foot. Come back now. and ready to move on. Any half-time insights there, Paul?
Well, the sandwich plate is down to cheese and tomato left now, mate. So if you didn't get one, that's all you got left. Bit of naughtiness there for a minute, did I see?
Yep. Yeah, good. A real good, powerful drive from the Alfonsi pack earlier on, which put him in a good field position. And then obviously the big number 8, Team Greenwood, who's been so impressive so far, kind of rucked off it and just took slight to it.
Oh, tactical change. There's the intercept. Purnell's moved to fly half for Team Alfonsi. Looking to really take the ball flat to the line there. That's twice now. His opposite number, actually. Number 9's gone for the intercept. Almost got away. Just lost it forward. I was in the half-time huddle with Team Alfonsi, and some nice technical words exchanged, and then Maggie, she gave him a real proper rev up. She is inspirational. She'd probably be out there herself if she could.
But definitely had an effect on her forward pack. That's 2 defensive scrums in a row where they've put Team Greenwood under massive pressure, got them going backwards very quickly.
First mistake from the big man. I think that's William Watts who's gone into play scrum half. Didn't quite get his hands on the ball, just dying on the big number 8. Are we going to excuse him that one? Probably not.
No, like I say, he showed really good hands most of the day. The ball was definitely dying on him, just dipping at his feet. From what we've seen so far, we'd expect him to have held on to that.
Nice slip ball underneath. No messing around. Trying to build the pressure up this end of the field. Ooh, was that a mistake? Has it gone forward? Yes, that's exactly what Team Alfonsi wanted. Nice little 8-9 from the scrum. Run the ball deep into the 22 and try and squeeze the error. Looks like James Wood, who played, I think he was number 10 for Team Greenwood first half, is playing full-back now. Just got trapped in the corner there, decided to try and dance his way out of trouble, and ultimately the ball went forward.
Like I said, good pressure, people following up the kick. Managed to evade the first defender, second one trapped him. Another powerful scrum from Team Alfonsi, forcing the penalty.
They certainly mean business second half, don't they?
They've come up with real intent.
So having not been able to play the quick tap from the penalty, they've opted to scrum. Be interesting to see, with that superiority they seem to have second half, whether they drive or go wide. Oh, good recovery. And a nice little flick out the back. Might be light for clearers now. Excellent pickup.
The momentum into Team Greenwood's 22. Good short line.
Great hit. Not all that keen to roll out the way. Better from Team Alfonsi, got some much better organisation. What a pass that is over the top. Oh, superb finish. Absolutely superb finish. Brilliant ball from Purnell over the top there.
That was the pass that made it. Cut out those last two defenders and put those last bit of runners into space. Looks the fire up from Maggie Alfonsi's had real effect.
This is great skill here. It just holds the ball, lets all the defenders commit. And then 21, little show, gets back to the inside. A twist and a turn. Referee in good position to give the try. What a moment that is, scoring a try at Twickenham. Whoops. I don't know whether you can hear him just away from the microphone. That's Will Greenwood. He's never that far away from a microphone. Excellent pundit and commentator that he is. But he's now got the hump because his team are losing. That's a great catch. Good restart drill there. Exactly what Team Greenwood need. Get themselves back in the right part of the field. So the whistle goes for a foot in, I think it was a foot in touch.
Yeah, I think foot in touch, yeah. Big hit, the big tight head he's come on for Team Alfonsi, making a real impact. 3 or 4 really dominant scrums, crunching hit there as well on the edge.
He gave him a nice little cuddle there, didn't he?
Real good pressure from the 9 on the back of a scrum going forward. Team Greenwood's 9s managed to get in there, put the 8 under a lot of pressure and force the penalty.
Yes, that's got to grind your gears if you're a prop. You've done all that hard work to get the go forward. And your number 8 drops it.
All he's got to do is pick it up there.
It's that simple. So 12 minutes gone of the second half. Playing
Sets up a great attacking line out, obviously for Team Greenwood. 5 metres out.
5 metres out, 5 points down on the scoreboard.
A little bit old school shoot pie.
Oh, they've done well there to flip him on his back. I think we're both just watching the screen. The action's just away to our right. Watching that maul unfold and then the bodies get trapped. Can't quite hear what the referee's saying, but when that last man doesn't move, the temptation just to remove him with your boots, as used to be lawful and the norm. Can't remember whether you ever trod on me, mate. Probably.
They'll need a quick strike here. They've been under pressure the last 3 or 4 scrums. You look, go for a quick strike and get the 8 away.
Well, that's fantastic leg drive. Desperate
Try being
defence.
awarded. AR's just giving the referee the nod.
It looked to me like he got it on the line.
Yeah, just consulting now. Looked like initially gave him a thumbs up from the touchline. I think we'll probably see this awarded. There we go.
There you go, great reward for having been scored against. Team Greenwood with a good kick-off. The open side flanker takes the ball in the air, sets up this position to build the pressure, and then despite being on the back foot in the scrum, there's the pick and reach for the line. One too many thrusts to repel. Nobody could get low enough. And the purple team to get underneath it. So this kick to take the lead. Not quite, just drifts away to the right. So all tied up at 12 all.
12 or 14 minutes to go. Well, I'll be taking my leave now, Grace. Obviously leaving you to call the rest of it. I'm needed elsewhere.
Thanks for your company, Neil. Enjoy watching the rest of the scrums. Well, that was almost a wondrous piece of skill there from the fullback. Catching the ball, sliding into touch, and then almost managing to throw it back in field to himself. But after a little bit of ping pong, it results in a Team Alfonsi. Here we get to see it again. Top left of your screen, the slide and the throw, not quite. That's a great charge. Team Alfonsi looking to get back on the front foot. Whoops. The bounce pass works again, ball to the wide outside. Decent shape in attack, just need a little bit more depth and add some more power into the carry. Lovely feet there from Purnell, gets to the outside. Oh, and breaks the first tackle. Magnificent play, Josh Purnell. We said at the beginning of the game to keep an eye out for him. He's moved from 9 to 10, which has given him the space to use that dancing footwork. 3 steps to the outside. Evaded the tackle, good handoff. Outside the 2 front rowers, and then makes the burst. Almost did it all himself, but then the flick out of the back, the number 8 in support. He's a happy man, what a moment. Watch for the one-handed offload. There it is. Lovely stuff. That's a good strike and the flags go up. So 7-point lead, Team Alfonsi back on top. 11 minutes to play. And you've got to feel as both teams, both sets of players start to tire, we might see 1 or 2 more breaks. Looking for a ball, that's Will Greenwood kicking it back to the middle. Possibly the best kick he's ever done in his entire life. Lovely take. I've already mentioned the rain, it is still falling, it's not heavy, but the ball will be greasy. Well done the referee for letting that carry on. He figured there might be a little bit of advantage. Ooh, and then having got the ball back, that's a waste of possession. Very difficult sometimes to resist the temptation. You see that little bit of space and think, oh yeah, that'll be about right. As it is, the referee brings them back, doesn't penalise them for kicking the ball away. Team Green would have a prime attacking scrum here. Probably looking to go down the right-hand side, the short side. Great carry from the big number 8. Showed a bit of subtlety with the dummy to open the space. What have Team Alfonsi got in defence? That's a good carry, good footwork. But Team Alfonsi quick to realign in defence. Oh, that's a huge hit. Careful there, boys. Nobody over the horizontal. Here comes the number 8. Takes 3 men to stop him. There's the mistake. Oh, and the referee thought there was a chance of a counter-attack there from Team Alfonsi. Maybe he saw 2 knock-ons, I don't know. If there was only one, there was an opportunity for Maggie's team to run out from defence there. Some thunderous carries though. As we go back and have another little look at the Pennell try. Beautiful feet there to get away from 1, 2, 4 players, all with pretty low numbers on their shirts. Makes the break here, realises he's not going to get to the line. Fantastic support from the number 8. That's high skill. That is high skill at this point in the day. At 19-12, their own ball near their own line. George Ford has rejoined me in his commentary seat.
Cheers, Grace. It's been a good game, hasn't it? I've just been watching the game from the stands up there. There's some great rugby being played, so be interesting finish.
It was a neat try, wasn't it, from created by the number 9. Good footwork and that break to the outside.
Yeah, great try. I thought he's played very well. I think the number 9 for Team Alfonsi, he set the try up nicely there with his running game. He's distributing well as well, so he's a key player for them.
Well, didn't quite get the delivery right, forcing the scrum half back into the traffic. Retained possession well though. It's amazing how a game goes from it's the Natwest Invitational, where people come to experience Twickenham. There's nothing riding on it other than a fantastic day out. Suddenly it's toe-to-toe, full-on contest, isn't it?
It is a great contest. Yeah, there's a lot of aggression out there in this particular match. He seems to be one of the main targets for Team Greenwood, but there's a lot of bodies going on the line and a lot of skill as well at the same time.
Oh, there you go. The referee's given a penalty. Team Alfonsi have gone. Number 20 with the quick pick and go, tap and go. Need to make sure to keep that ball now. Up by the halfway line. Just a hint of a knock on there. And as the bodies get tired, the tempers get frayed.
It's like a local derby. The stuff going on off the ball is happening all over the place at the minute. I think the ref's just going to try and calm it down a bit here.
Absolutely right. It's hard to, even though there's a bit of rain in the air, it's hard to dampen down the competitive spirit. I can see Maggie Alfonsi there, standing with the subs, about to make a change or two. She left her team in no doubt at half-time what she expected in the second half. Nothing untoward, nothing illegal, but certainly she wanted them to savour not just the experience, but also their own performance.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that team talk worked, especially the intensity they played at this second half has shown that. I'm sure they'll be looking with just over 5 minutes left, under 5 minutes left, they'll be looking to finish this game off.
We're not privy to what the referee's saying. But no surprise the big number 8's involved.
He's having another talking to. He's had a few today already.
Absolutely fantastic, the commitment from both teams. They're in the spirit of the game. The two players shaking hands. I'm sure they'll have a recovery drink or something like that after the game together. What happens on the pitch stays on the pitch, is that right?
Yeah,
still the same today?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Obviously it's you're going hard against each other whilst the ball's in play, and the whistle is not quite come. But as soon as the game finishes, you're all having a beer or two together in the change after the game. This is always interesting, this bit here, when the lads have been talking to this next piece of play here, to see who gets back on the front foot again.
Yeah, the referee waited there, drew the 9 offside from Team Greenwood, just over eager to try and disrupt. The ref deeming that there was no advantage, even though the 7 had got away with the ball. I thought he might have let him go there, but nevertheless.
It's a big penalty that, with the rain coming in hard now. They've got decent field position here to try and see this game out.
30-minute halves, so around the hour mark on the clock. Not sure there's been too much injury time to add. So just over 4 minutes to go.
Good tactics here. They're going for the driving maul in the wet. Keep the ball tight. Try and milk another penalty maybe.
And it just runs another 30 seconds or so off the clock as long as they can keep possession. They've gone out to the backs. Ooh, 24. Fancies his chances on the outside. That's a great fend. And the outside break. And that looks like the match-winning score. Fantastic enterprise from Team Alfonsi after a great drive.
Yeah, what a great try. The forward set the platform at the drive and the back shifted it wide. It was a great outside break and fend and some good speed to finish that try off. I think that's the game now for Team Alfonsi.
Lovely stuff. Little bit of a hitch kick. Defender goes high. Strong fend and push. Hits the afterburners. Got the angle. That's a great score. And another flick out the back door just for good measure.
It's got to be a good feeling for that guy though, scoring a try like that at Twickenham, running in from 30 metres, having a dive like that to finish it off must be a great feeling.
And every time there's a game played at Twickenham, you'll be able to tell everybody who's within earshot, that's where I scored, just down there, on that, right in that corner. Let me tell you about it. It'd be like sitting next to Chris Ashton.
I'm sure you'll get it on video.
Nicely done too. Splits the uprights. You can see the grin. No better feeling than that, George.
No, that was a great strike, straight through the middle. It's a tough kick, that one as well, in the wet conditions. It was a great kick.
So 2 minutes to go. Is there one last hurrah for Team Greenwood? In the women's game, Team Greenwood took the spoils. 4 tries to 1. But the response from Team Alfonsi in the men's game, been a strong performance. Both teams have absolutely put everything they've got in conditions with a little bit of rain around that haven't been easy, but they've played some great stuff.
Yeah, some great stuff. Yeah, they're just clearing the lines there, Team Alfonsi. They can afford to do that now with the lead they've got, the 14-point lead. Unfortunately, just give the penalty away. But yeah, no, the game's been great. The intensity of it, the physicality, especially at things like the breakdown, have been pretty impressive.
And bearing in mind that all these teams have come together from grassroots clubs as part of the Natwest Rugby Force initiative, the Rugby Force Invitational here today, bringing 80 odd players and giving them the opportunity as a reward for their volunteer hard work at their clubs, as players, administrators and supporters, an opportunity to play at the home of rugby, which is fantastic. I'm sure they've savoured every minute.
Yeah, I'd imagine they will have done. It's like you said, it's a great opportunity and experience for these guys and the girls who played before to come and experience playing in a rugby game at Twickenham like they have here today. So I'm sure they'll remember this one for a while.
And if you're around on the 22nd or the 23rd of June, make your way down to your local rugby club and lend a hand over the Rugby Force weekend, the Natwest Rugby Force weekend. Every little bit helps, whether it's painting a changing room or making a cup of tea. It doesn't matter. It's that volunteer army that keeps the grassroots game alive. This Team Greenwood look for one last effort to try and drive over the line. It'll be a consolation score if they get there. Oh, that's a powerful hit there. Felt for sure 15 was going to score.
Great goal line defence.
One or two numbers piled up to the left. Pretty much route one though. Oh, referee doesn't want to go home. He wants to carry on.
he wants to see another try. I think fair play to Team Alfonsi. They've obviously won the game here. The game's in the bag, but the defence they're showing is crossfield kick.
Oh, we love a crossfield kick.
Oh, great try.
That's a great way to finish. Consolation score for Team Greenwood. A little bit of enterprise from the scrum half and no little skill to get the ball out there. You make it look easy, George, but it's not.
It's a very difficult skill. Yeah, I thought it was a great kick. Obviously, they tried going route one, didn't get it, so exploit the space out wide, and it was a well finished try.
Yeah, done well there. 13 to keep the ball alive off the floor. Great support play. Number 18 round the corner. Picks up the bouncing ball and gets over. The conversion to come, the best they can do is 26-19, but I think it's fair to say, oh, here we go. Here's a turn up for the Bucks. The big man's wandered over and said, mine.
The crowd are loving it.
Right, come on then, George Ford. Who are you betting?
Yes.
Oh, that was rather a delicate little chip.
Big lad, not with the legs.
From a giant. What a fantastic performance from both teams. A great win for Team Alfonsi. What a fantastic day out at the Natwest Rugby Force Invitational. Thanks for listening from me and George Ford. That's that.
Jerseys, can you just put your tops on? Please, when you get the ceremony. Oh, lovely, nice, and also don't forget we've got a little Q&A as well. So sit tight for that. We'll have a medal ceremony in just a minute. Thank you very much. You also get, I think, challenge participants as well coming down as well to make it your own. So first up is the women's runners-up, Team Alfonsi. Huge round of applause, huge cheer for them. Such beautiful sportsmanship. Being each other up on the road, all friends, all comrades. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. It's really lovely to see. Huge cheers for our officials as well today. They were brilliant. Well done. Huge cheers for our extra coaches as well. Okay, lovely stuff. So the women's runners-up start making their way down for your medals, please. Up you go, Team Alfonsi. You shoot for Team Alfonsi, the women's. Well done, great contest. Start making your way up the stairs, ladies, down this way. Here we go, straight down this way, straight down this way. Lovely stuff. Lovely, Jessica's going to lead you up. So, well done. Ladies, just stay there. Keep facing this way so we can get a lovely picture of you all. What a wonderful moment, eh? Something's all through the areas. Take a look up for oh, that's. I love it. Lovely stuff. Big cheer for our ladies on the side. Well done. You make your way down very quickly. And now time for the winners of the ladies competition. Team Rugby, make it up. Congratulations, ladies. Well done. Well deserved. Great contest. I love that you've got your signers. Respect. I want that. Yeah, if you guys just stay down here, we'll do a quick Q&A as well with Will Nunny and also George in a second. So it's females now. Ladies, don't forget to look down this way towards our camera. Lovely stuff. Alright, one quick smile for the camera, ladies. This way, down this way. A huge round of applause for the one more time for Team Greenwood. Well done, make your way down, ladies. Now time for the men. What a contest that was, eh? Firstly, huge round of applause for our runners up this time now. Team Greenwood for the men. Well done, boys. Great contest, great match. Top nuts. You came in a pair of gold boots as well, special. Don't forget to look down this way, lads, for the big picture. Here we go. Got pretty close towards the end, but wonderful victory. Such respect, such wonderful applause. And there they are! The winners of the main competition, Team Alfonsi! Brilliant, lads, well done! You guys have made your way down here, we'll have a massive group picture of everyone together. We'll start Q&A, but also the winners or the guys that participated in the kicking challenge. You should make your way down this way so you can pop up on the collection walls as well.
Okay. We did wrap up.
Oh, do you need the wrap up for the stream?
Yeah, for the stream, yeah.
Okay. I did it when they were walking down.
What a day of rugby, eh? So much action on the field. Team Greenwood till Alfonsi, both male and female teams putting on a great show for the crowd, and what a day to be here at Twickenham. But even better, how beautiful is it that all these young people, all these players had unique access here onto the field as well, thanks to Natwest Rugby Force Invitationals as well. It's been a pleasure to be part of this, and I just hope we have more, because this is such a great opportunity for players to come and get a little taste of what the pros are doing week in, week out. Thank you very much for joining us.